Hey guys, Dadtries, and this is Hellcard by Thing Trunk. This one just came out of early access on February 1st, 2024. I grabbed this one on sale for $15.79. Its regular price is $19.99, and Steam says this is a 21% sale. I'm just going to have to go ahead and trust that the developer actually put this on a 21% sale. What an odd number, but all right. I think I'm going to talk about the Steam Deck play first. First and foremost, it does run on the Steam Deck. There is native controller support, so it actually plays pretty good. The biggest issue with it is it kind of sucks to have to cycle through all the cards using the D-pad. You can obviously hold the Steam button and use the thumb pad and click on the cards that way, but that's kind of annoying. I didn't really love doing that either, but it does work. There's no super big issues with its performance on the Steam Deck. Everything performs okay. The one issue I did have is that the text on the cards, super small. I had to turn that up. There is a setting for it, thankfully. So once I had the card font turned up a little bit more, everything seemed to work much better for me. I wasn't straining so hard to read the cards. It is very small. If you do play on the Steam Deck, you will need to turn the card size bigger. But when you do that, that takes up valuable Steam Deck screen space. So, I mean, you have to kind of find that balance of how hard it is to actually read the card versus how big you want the cards to be. If you are thinking about picking up this game, from my experience in the 10 hours or so I have into it, it's much better to play on the PC itself first. That way you can actually learn what the symbols mean and learn what some of the monsters are and their special abilities are. It's kind of a pain to do that on the Steam Deck when, again, the font is so small and it's just so much easier to hover the mouse over the monsters in-game on the PC than it is to try and hover over in-game on the Steam Deck using the built-in cursor. I really recommend playing on the PC first to get the hang of it and then going to the Steam Deck. I tried playing it on the Steam Deck first before I installed it on my PC, and that was not a good experience. I really didn't know what was going on. I just kind of got frustrated, and I took a break from it for a couple days. But eventually I came back around. I put it on the PC. It runs great. There's really no issues. It is a great game for someone who's busy because it's a turn-based game. You can just get up and walk away anytime. There's pretty much zero repercussion for leaving your game alone. It does not matter. After each tier of the dungeon that you do, you get a chance to spend gems that, again, you earn from doing the tiered dungeons. And you come out and you buy the artifacts. The artifacts you take with you on subsequent runs. Some of them are only good for one run. Some are good for 3, 2. It varies. They have differing rarities as well. So you have choices to make at the end of each battle that you do that's going to help you out for the rest of your run. Sometimes the best decision is to not take any of the options. Some of them just completely suck. Those seem to be random as well. So again, well done there. I really like the reward system for finishing a level. It's just enough to help you get to the next one, but not so much that it's overpowered. It's very well balanced. One of the things about the game that did kind of drive me nuts was waiting for the enemies to finish their turn, because if there's a lot of them, you're just kind of sitting there watching them move around or attack, or it just took forever. But thankfully there is a setting, so if you do pick up this game, there is a setting to turn on fast monster movement, and all it does is it just fast tracks their animation so you don't have to sit there and watch it. You already know essentially what's going to take place based on the symbols above their head. That is their intention for their next turn. Either they're going to attack you, they're going to buff, they're going to throw up defense, or they're going to summon another creature, something along those lines. And on your turn, it's up to you to plan accordingly to save your characters, or if you don't want them to summon monsters, you got to deal with that one. So, I mean, again, it really does behoove you to learn those symbols, and they're so small. They're so very small on the Steam Deck, and that's, again, why I'm saying play it on a PC if you do pick up this game. Play it on the PC first. A lot of you at this point are probably saying this is just Slay the Spire, and it is. I'll be straight out with you here. It's pretty much Slay the Spire. I mean, the card play and the mechanics are pretty much identical to Slay the Spire. I mean, everything from the status actions that you have, so like you actually, some abilities will give you negative cards in your deck that you have a chance to draw on, and Slay the Spire has the same exact thing. The deck system works the same, so cards get recycled. You don't actually run out of cards. It's just a pool of cards that you have. You have your draw, your discard. I mean, everything is pretty much the same. But this one has multiplayer, so you can actually get your ass kicked with your friends. And I think that's quite a bit of value right there. And coming in at $5 cheaper than Slay the Spire. And I think the battle layout is just significantly better than Slay the Spire. I like being surrounded 360. It really gives a different aspect to the cards. It kind of opens up a different field of view for playing the cards. I think it's very well done, and for being at its normal price, $5 cheaper than Slay the Spire. If you get it on sale right now, it's $10 cheaper than Slay the Spire. I think this is a no-brainer. If you had to choose between the two, this is the better game. And I've been having a lot of fun playing it. I haven't actually beaten it yet. I got my ass kicked last night, but I'm going to go back to it. It really is good, especially once you learn the symbols, you can take it with you on the go. It's a great one to play offline. You don't need a network connection if you're going to play by yourself. And then, again, adding the added value of being able to play with your friends. Yeah, this is a good one. I would say grab this one. I'm gonna try. Maybe one of my friends watches my videos and wants to play the game with me, but I'm gonna push it on them because I need someone to commiserate with. Getting down to that's the last place I died. I got to the very last boss, layer 12, and the final boss absolutely steamrolled me. But by then I had like one hero left, and it was a mess. And that brings me to my next point. The progression system in the game is pretty good. It's actually pretty exciting. There's a whole ton of cards in the game. I don't have nearly anywhere close to all of them unlocked yet. But when you finish a run, either you beat the game or not, you unlock either new characters, new skins for your characters, you get new cards that can go into your decks. The progression system makes it all worth it, in my opinion. So it really is well done. I don't know how this one has managed to fly under the radar because it has been out for a long time. It just released 1.0 just recently, but I don't know how this one flew so far under the radar with how popular Slay the Spire is. But yeah, that's Hellcard. Check it out. I've had a lot of fun playing it, and I will leave you with my most recent demise. Thanks for watching. I would appreciate a thumbs up, or a comment, or subscribe, or all three. Do all the things.